Come along for a private tour of interior design expert Kimberly Seldin's country retreat.
Check out this view. I feel so spoiled to wake up to this every day.
For the love of the bee, how a neglected island getaway was rescued and transformed.
When we first purchased the island, and it was just this side of a tear down.
It was an adventure on a big scale.
And a family that plays together stays together. And wouldn't you also if you had this?
When our guests come, they don't want to leave. Right?
I'm Kimberly.
And I'm Bob.
And this is our retreat.
When you fantasize about that perfect vacation home, somewhere peaceful and tranquil, surrounded by nature and stunning views, does it look something like this? Bob Seldin and his wife Kimberly Seldin, a successful interior designer, author, and TV personality, had such a picture in mind. And after a long search, they found it, the perfect country retreat.
It's funny how people find their little happy places, I guess. I came up to this area to work on a television special and looked out the window and it looked something like Tuscany. I know it's not Tuscany, but it looked a little bit like Tuscany. And I remember phoning my husband and saying, get in the car, I gotta show you this view. And we both just, that was it. We just knew right away we were gonna find a home here.
That was 10 years ago. This house then took 2 years to design, build, and furnish. And the final result is just what Kimberly envisioned. A beautiful retreat, literally 10 feet from the water's edge.
It was critical for me to be able to put the house next to the water. So what we did is we worked with the existing footprint. There was a house here previously, and we built straight up from that so that we could really just step out of the house and be in the water in a matter of minutes. So this is our outdoor deck. We do spend a lot of time hanging out here reading, you know, having an afternoon cocktail. And this is one of my favorite features, these water lilies. These were here when we bought the property, and they just come back in abundance year after year. They are spectacular. If you look close, you can see a little froggy right there. That's what serenades us to sleep every night. We love the frogs. I didn't want to build a house that stood out like a sore thumb. We were really lucky because the back of the house is surrounded by forest, so that has allowed us to have 2 stories without looking like we were being aggressive in the environment. I loosely had this concept of a contemporary barn, and I think that's pretty much what we've got. It's a little more comfortable than a barn.
The main door brings you into the house from the courtyard. Designed that way so upon entrance, the first impression is the view, or a tease of the view.
This is the entranceway, but the view is kind of hidden, and that was on purpose. I wanted it to be sort of a surprise when you step around the wall and see where you land, which is the living room and the dining room. I wanted to make a dining room that felt cozy and intimate. That's a bit of a challenge when you have a soaring ceiling height. So these light fixtures from Tom Dixon, I really think brought the scale down and created that intimacy I was looking for. We're also sandwiched between 2 fireplaces, which is quite a luxury, and believe me, we use them in the wintertime a lot. And I specifically have 2 tables, so for just a party of 4 or 6, we just sit at one half. If we put them together and add leaves, we can sit up to 16 people.
And for more casual entertaining, and of course cooking, the kitchen area is where it's at.
Open concept spaces are great if you have a big group that you're entertaining, but when it's just 2 people, you want a little bit more privacy. So the fireplace also helped anchor the kitchen area. One of the challenges that I set out for myself when I designed this house is to create a space that could easily hold a party of 100, but also be cozy and intimate when it was just my husband and I. And I think that this works really well. The seating arrangement is a little unorthodox and maybe doesn't work for anyone else, but we realize that we like to sit together and talk and look at each other and read the paper in the morning, so this is where we hang out. There's obviously no shortage of spaces to eat here. We've got a big kitchen table, and then our favorite little spot, this screen porch. We try to enjoy every meal we can out here from about May till, you know, the snow flies. In the winter, we put glass out here, so it keeps it a little bit warmer. We can use it through the fall, but in the summertime, it's just the screen, and so we have that nice breeze coming in. And in here is the media room, and this is obviously where we hang out and watch movies, and look how many people we can squeeze onto the sofa. Get a lot of action in this room.
Inspired by the stone on the outside of the house, Kimberly chose to design the interiors in soft neutrals and likes to use accessories and art to inject pops of color and fun.
My art collection's a little unorthodox. These are some shoes I found when I was in Nashville, and I just love Dolly Parton and the Virgin Mary. These are oil barrel lids, and I found them in Calgary, and I thought they were so fun, and they have such a great graphic impact. I have so many friends who are artists, I'm thinking about letting each one paint one, so this could change over the years. I'm looking forward to that. Sky-high bookshelves, that's what's in my library. I knew I wanted a library. My son and I are big readers, and it's been really fun to create categories that aren't traditional library categories, like house porn or artsy-fartsy or meh, books we read that we really didn't like that much. When I need to get a book that's really high up there, I call Bob. He has the claw, and he loves to use it.
The upper level of this country retreat is also airy, bright, and open. It has a view to the lower level and additional little places to steal away to. There are 4 bedrooms, including Kimberly and Bob's master suite.
I've never had a bedroom big enough to have a sofa in it before, so it's so fun to sit up here at night and read. It feels very decadent. The room again is a bunch of soft grays and neutrals, oyster whites, that kind of color palette, because I wanted it to be soothing and quiet. And it's oriented to face the views, which of course, you know, we love those rolling hill views out the window. But the real retreat in my retreat is right over here. This is the ultimate me time. This is my favorite spot to look out the window. Of course, I'm having a bath. I'm a bath person. Watch a little TV. Nobody can find me here. Perfect. Check out this view. I feel so spoiled to wake up to this every day. We spend as much time as we can outdoors, sitting out here on the deck. This is where I also do yoga. We go for a swim off the dock. My husband feeds his trout every single day. Those are his babies. I used to make fun of him, but it's really fun to feed them, actually. My husband has a little golf cart. He says it's mine, but really it's his. We use it a lot more than you'd imagine. If my husband has his way almost every day, we get in that golf cart and we go for a ride. You get so busy in the city. It's just work, go. So I think we were both looking for that place where we could just unwind, you know, go barefoot, no makeup. So yeah, this is kind of our happy spot. We both love it here.
A unique private island retreat that brings joy to visitors big and small.
This is our granddaughter's fairy house. It's an absolutely magical place for kids. It's kind of that raise the drawbridge feeling. I'm Michael.
And I'm Janice.
And this is our retreat.
Welcome to Honey Bee Island, known affectionately by its owners as the Bee. This charming little island getaway is owned by Michael and Janice LaPride, who purchased it 14 years ago. One thing that makes this retreat so incredibly unique is its location.
This side is the United States, and that side is Canada. That's Honey Bee Island, and that's our retreat. In fact, our dock is probably 25 feet, 8 meters away from the official line between the US and Canada.
This enchanting private island, roughly the size of a city lot, is as picturesque as they come. But it's important to know it didn't look anything like this when Michael and Janice first laid eyes on it.
When we first purchased the island, it had been vacant for almost 20 years, and it was just this side of a tear down. And then when we showed up, we gutted everything right down to the studs, you know. Of course, it had no insulation, we insulated it, had no power, we electrified it, had no water, we did all the plumbing. The cabin itself is a 135-year-old log cabin. The interior had pieces of furniture that still had lead paint on them.
It was an adventure on a big scale. We had this vision. We wanted to stay true to the iconic log cabin.
The total work involved took 6 summers before the cabin was even livable. But in the end, what a transformation!
So this is our covered porch. We put the western red cedar in, the slate floor, and it becomes an additional bedroom when the need arises. It's just a real nice, cozy little area where you can just make yourself at home. And this is the main room of the cottage. Imagine what the place looked like when we first bought the property. There was yellow floor, black soot all over the fireplace. The walls were all covered with a turquoise fiberboard.
Now the room has new windows, new slate floors, fresh chinking in the log walls, and a beautiful hand-carved staircase. Michael forged all the metalwork himself, and Janice did all the decorating.
As we come into the kitchen, which is my domain, you can see the back side of the granite fireplace. The kitchen that was in here before was truly something that was a total nightmare, with 20-year-old food left in a propane fridge. And this is the finished product, this turnkey kitchen of our dreams, and nothing like it was before.
Upstairs, you'll find the guest bedroom, as well as Michael and Janice's master suite.
This is our master bedroom. Each one of the bedrooms has a small vessel sink because the bathroom downstairs is fairly small. But one of the features we really liked about this was doing this leather wall. We've got a whole bunch of leather scraps, and Janice spent a couple of months cutting them all up and then stapled them all to a plywood backing on the wall. And it allowed us to do kind of a unique wall treatment. And so this is our view of the outside when we're sitting in or lying in bed. Oh yeah, you can definitely keep an eye on the little pirates from here. And this is Pirates Cove. Pirates Cove is a beach where the grandkids or our little wannabe pirates spend their time. We even arranged to put a plank here for young pirates to have wayward sisters or brothers walk off of. So it's just a great place for the kids to be able to play, and it's in the shade, and plenty of places for parents to set their lounge chair and keep an eye on them. It's an absolutely magical place for kids because it's kind of that raise the drawbridge feeling. You know, once we dock the boat and they're on the island, they can run around, and in every direction they see nothing but water. They can't get lost, they can't wander off. Let me show you another little home that someone else has settled themselves into here on the island. This is our granddaughter's fairy house. She was absolutely amazed to find out that fairies really do exist, and they come and visit when they're invited. This is definitely part of the magic of the island for a little one. Now on the other side of the island we have another little hideaway, a little area where we can spend time when we're not busy doing all of our renovations. This is most definitely Janice's hammock. She is honeybee and I am honeydew, which means when she's in a hammock, I'm off doing the renovations and all, following through with all the great ideas that she's come up with.
And one of those great ideas was the little free library, put in for passing boaters and neighbors to enjoy.
It's the only water access little free library in the world. There's about 2,000 of them all over the world. But the way it works is very simple. People can either take a book, leave a book, don't take a book. So, you know, people come along in a boat and their kids are camping or whatever, they're in the area, and they can just stop by and help themselves to a book from the little free library. You can see someone is using the little library right now. People love it. When we arrive, it's absolutely magical for us. We know we're settled in for 4 months of absolute joy of being here in the islands.
It's a change of pace. It's a magical feeling altogether to be on a private island, just yourselves. You have this real pull up the drawbridge kind of feeling.
We're very proud of the fact that we've been able to take something that was, you know, in really poor condition and to rescue it. We are most definitely living the dream.
This family enjoys their oceanfront retreats so much, passerbys want to join in.
We have all the umbrellas up and the doors are open and we have the music outside, and yeah, they'll say, is this a restaurant?
Can we come up and play? You know, they want to come up and play with us. I'm Lance.
And I'm Terry.
And this is their retreat. Framed against a backdrop of majestic old-growth forest, this family's West Coast island getaway has stunning ocean views, a beautiful white sandy beach, and no shortage of activities to keep them entertained. For Lance and Terry Sparling, it's paradise.
We wake up every morning going, this is heaven on earth, and we are so lucky. It's just spectacular. I mean, on days like today, it doesn't get any better than this. So
It's got all sandy beach, pretty much all the way around it. It's just one big lump of sand, this whole island.
our property is actually a 10-acre piece of land. We have 300 feet of waterfront, and it's absolutely fabulous.
This was undeveloped land when they bought it, so Lance and Terry designed and built everything from the ground up.
We built this cottage about 10 years ago and shipped it right to the beach and built it in 3 months. So this is the outside of our cottage. We tried to use as many building materials as I could that were either milled on site or that we found on the beach. So a lot of this material is driftwood. We started with some railings, we've got posts, and we have larger posts that support the roof. Basically tried to use as many materials that were as natural as possible. I was going for funky, not junky, I was concerned, but the accent turned out perfect. This is our outdoor deck. This is where all the action happens. It's got a hot tub, we've got a fire pit with chairs surrounding it, and we've got 2 big picnic tables for all the kids and family that come to eat, and we have an outdoor kitchen. Along the front deck is where we typically would sit in the morning as the sun rises, and it's a covered seating area that's probably everybody's favorite spot, right? It's very comfortable and casual, and everybody loves sitting here. It's actually quite cute when people are walking around the beach or walking around the island. They'll often stop and wonder if this is a restaurant.
Well, when we have all the umbrellas up and the doors are open and we have the music outside, and yeah, they'll say, is this a restaurant?
Can we come up and play? You know, they want to come up and play with us. Well, here we have the back deck, and this is where a lot of action happens. Hi, guys.
Hey, man.
How you doing? This also houses all of our wood for heating the house. It has a fire pit, a sitting area for the kids, our homemade picnic table out of wood that we milled right off the property, and also our outdoor shower, which has become the most popular place in the cabin. No one uses the indoor shower any longer. Everyone's out here using the outdoor shower. And I even managed to get some peepholes in it, which Terry didn't want me to drill in, but I had to. The peepholes, by the way, are for looking out, not for looking in.
So this is the inside of our cottage. It's a great open space area with dining, living room, kitchen, all here in one area. We've also incorporated the beach again, as we did on the outside of the house. We've done it on the inside, so we found a piece of driftwood for the mantle here, and the railings up top are all driftwood pieces. So this is a tradition that we have. It's a lighting of the chandelier. Whoa, we lower it, and then we light it with special guests, and then we raise it back up, and then we tie it back up. This was Lance's idea, and it's become a very popular one, just for fun. He wanted to use the pulleys that he found. And this is our master bedroom. As you can see, we wake up every morning looking out on the ocean. It's absolutely amazing, and we never want to get up sometimes. So this is our upper level. We have a sitting area here that we have a couch that makes up into a bed as well. And then the 2 bedrooms. We have a single, double, and a trundle bed on each, so they can all be here, and it's great.
So the best part about this property is that this is the end of the beach, and it's on our property. And as you go down the balance of the beach, it kind of feels like it's a very private, exclusive beach that's all our own.
When we are actually on the deck, you don't see another cottage. And so it just feels like the whole island is ours.
So not only do we have this beautiful beach that we enjoy, there's this beautiful meadow in the forest.
Lance and Terry's West Coast retreat already has the killer deck and the amazing beach. But that's not all. Hidden in the trees is even more room to play.
Now let me show you the meadow. Come on. All right, here we are in the meadow. Well, we own 10 acres of land here, and we've cleared this property to create the meadow. We have a badminton court, and then the 3 structures that you're seeing here are the carport, the bunkie with the outdoor shower, and the garage that's been converted to a cottage with a kitchen. And then lastly, we have the foundations for the next cottage that we're about to build. We're going to start that in the spring. It is all about making sure that there's room for all 3 children, so that at least I can get to the next generation. Well, what happens here is we'll come back here to play games. So oftentimes we'll team up and play horseshoes, we'll play badminton, and we'll play bocce, often all at the same time, kind of like a triathlon. And inevitably there's a winner at the end of the day, and typically it's Terry, my wife, always. It turns into just a day of events, and that we celebrate in the evening. Having the other cottages quite a distance away, when we're looking forward to grandchildren in the next few years, they can come and visit and have fun with Grandma and Grandpa on the beach, and then when things turn a little bit, they can go back to their cottages and be with their parents.
And we get to be alone again.
But that's not always how it turns out. Clearly, everyone prefers to be here at the main house, especially when Terry's cooking up her famous paella.
Hey guys, are you looking forward to this? Yeah! Welcome, guys. Cheers.
Here we go. Nice.
Whether it's enjoying meals with friends, playing games at the meadow, being out on the water, or enjoying the many things the ocean has to offer, this family knows how to enjoy themselves.
When our guests come, they don't want to leave. Right?
I couldn't imagine not having this place. It's just, in fact, if you ask the children where home is, they would say this is home, as opposed to any place in the city we've ever had.
Yeah, I would say the heart and soul of our family lies right here on this beach.
Right here.